Hello, we're going to show you today how to make your own professional looking lampshade using one of our lampshade kits. We're using the 20cm kit, and inside it come everything you need apart from the fabric to make your lampshade. So we have the wires and we have the sticky back plastic to help give some firmness to your lampshade. So we've got those, and we have some lovely Macawa fabric. This is the Ships Ahoy fabric, and you'll need 25 centimetres of that fabric. So we're going to measure that and cut it and start making the lampshade. Cutting the fabric, of course you'll buy your fabric at your fabric store, or hopefully you can buy them from us online. We've got lots of lovely fabrics that you can make into a lampshade. So I'm going to mark off the fabric and make sure that we have ample each side for doing it. And a top tip would be to iron the fabric before we add it to the PVC coating. So now I've ironed the fabric and I've laid it out on our table, and it's a good idea to put something heavy at one end to anchor it down, particularly if you're using a fairly lightweight fabric. We're now going to look to position the backing onto the fabric so that obviously we get it in a nice straight line. Now I'm going to just mark the fabric just to make sure that we keep a nice straight line when we put it on, and using the tailor's chalk to do that. And just will help us a lot when we're getting to the fiddly bit of applying the sticky side of the lampshade to the fabric. So there we go, we're aligning that nicely. So just continuing using the ruler to mark the fabric. Yes. So now we're going to remove the backing to reveal the sticky side. I'm going to start applying it to the fabric. So I'll start this very gently and slowly, just to try and make sure we keep everything straight and we don't get any wrinkles in the fabric. So we're starting on the left hand side where we've marked the fabric, and going straight down and across in line with everything, and that's our starting point. As a handy tip, you can use a metal ruler just to make sure that everything's lovely and straight and firm on the fabric. And so we're going to start rolling down the fabric with the sticky side attaching itself as we go. Here we go, we're going along the fabric very carefully, very slowly, trying to keep it aligned as we go. Just try and make sure the fabric stays nice and taut underneath so we don't get any creasing. There we are. Again, trying to keep that lovely straight line. At this point we are going to cut off the excess fabric at the end. And I'm sure you can find some spare uses for your little bits, such as some lovely bunting. So now we're going to just trim around the edges with the scissors, or you can use a craft knife to do this if you wish. I'm going to just neaten everything off now. Snap back along the perforated line along the top of the lampshade, and then we're going to remove that top strip. Same for the bottom as well. And then we're going to peel off those strips. So I'm just weigh it down at that end while we do this. So that's our top one and the bottom one. So now we're going to stick a strip of double-sided tape onto the connecting edge of the lampshade. So that's the one that we want on the top. Stick that right along that edge and cut it off at the bottom. I'm going to put the double-sided tape around the edge of the wire for the lampshade, like that. And cut it off, and we'll be doing the same for the other wire. Hold it around the wire all the way round. It's a bit of a fiddly job. Okay, and we'll do the same with the other ring. Pressing firmly as I go, and we're rolling up both sides together, making sure that each side is aligned across along the sides of the white under fabric. I want it to fit nice and snugly to give us a lovely lampshade finish. Move our heavy object, and we're coming up to the edge of the fabric where we have the double-sided paper. Remove the backing of the double-sided tape, and I can remove it easily. And stick this edge down nice and firmly. So going right up to the edge, giving it a nice push, hard, firm push, and then sticking the edge of our fabric. Cut where the spindles are underneath before we fold over the fabric, just obviously to allow the fabric to go either side of the spindles. You can see. And then we're going to fold over the fabric nice and neatly. And there's a special tool that comes with the kit to enable you to really push those pieces of fabric in nice and neatly. Using the perforated edge, just tucking all the edges up underneath. And I'm just going to trim off the ends with my embroidery scissors, just because they can get into the finer parts. Just unscrew the top of our lamp and put it on top. There we have a lovely lampshade set off by our own painted lamp base.